What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Dennys Post Show. As usual, I'd like to thank the whole family, the whole guest, just for coming and joining us. We've been having an amazing time doing these episodes. The feedbacks are amazing. The conversations are just out of this world, and we're loving the engagement from the public. This morning, I experienced a few things that I wanted to speak on, but my main man, Peach, really got something on his mind that he's going to touch on. What's going on, Peach?
What's up, buddy?
I heard you got something very interesting to tell us today.
I got a rant, and it's been bothering me a long time.
Okay.
And I think the people at home, I'm going to give some examples on it, and I think they might agree. And we'll be waiting for their response to see what they feel about this. I got a rant that really bugs me to the bone. Are people who flip the script, and I'm not talking about these flippers. I'm not talking about real estate flippers. I'm not talking about Flipper from the TV show The Lovable Mammal from the 1970s. And I'm not talking about hamburger flippers either. You used to be a hamburger flipper type.
Yeah,
You were a flipper at one time, right? I'm not talking
I
about none
was.
of these flippers. I'm talking about people who flip the script and they always change everything around. I'll give you some examples. You loan somebody 10 bucks. Okay, it's only 10 bucks, you say. This is how they interpret it. Well, it's only $10 from Peach, so I'm not going to worry about paying him back. Month goes by, 2 months go by. Unfortunately, when people owe you money, you always remember that they owe you money. It's just can't help it, but that's just how it is. Whether it be a dollar, $1,000, obviously, or $10, $20, and then when you finally bring it up to this person, hey, where's my 10 bucks? It's been a month. I didn't even ask you for it. Oh, come on, man. It's only 10 bucks. Yeah, I didn't know you needed it so bad. What are you,
Definitely.
homeless? They flip the script on you. All the time they do that.
Definitely.
You get
Definitely.
what I'm saying, right? I mean, they flip it. It's the same people, too, when you do something like, they'll call, you're ready to enjoy your day off. You get a phone call. Hey, what's up, Peach? And you get roped in and say, oh, not much. I'm not doing much today. And then they say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you give me a ride to the airport? Can you help me move? I'm like, what the hell? What do you think's ride sharing's for? Go call them up yourself for the 20 bucks. It's going to cost you instead of me stopping what I'm doing, waking up at 5 in the morning or whatever the next morning. I mean, it's just these people flip the script and they try to be coy about it. And it just bugs me to the bone. And I just got 2 words for these people. Stop it. Stop it. No more flipping the script because we're on to you. And that's my rant, and that's what's bugging me today.
You know, just to piggyback on what you said, I agree with you. I don't like when people take advantage of a situation because they know of how good of a person you are. So they take advantage of your your joyfulness, your goodness. And a lot of people do that. I had a conversation with you not too long ago about loaning a friend some money. That friend called back and texted back and asked for more, even though they didn't pay the other one off. I did it because it was small, like tremendously tiny, and the friend used her kids as a ploy for my sensitivity.
Ah,
And everybody knows Adasi loved the kids. But that is a very, very annoying thing when I see it. So I agree with you.
yeah, they flip the script on you. People do it all the time. They whatever the script's supposed to be, they flip it so that they try to make you being out the bad guy. You're the
Definitely.
bad guy. Oh, you don't want to help me move? How about that time I helped you move when we were kids? Well, that was like a 20-pound table. Now you want me to move like a 5-bedroom home? Or how about the
I
time?
hate moving. I
No,
hate
I'm not
moving.
moving
I
it.
I don't even like
I
helping
can't do it
myself
anyway. I
move.
have a bad back. But even if I could, the smartest thing I ever did in life was that somebody asked me to help them move, and I did help them move, and I broke a glass table. And you know what? I never got invited back to help people move again. So that's my advice for people at home. Somebody asks you to move, break something. They won't ask you again.
And that's the word from my main man Peas. Break your friend's property.
Make sure it's something expensive though.
I was listening to something earlier, and I think you brought this up too, is what is your favorite restaurant? Like a chain of restaurant for you to eat at?
Okay, not a
And what is
mom and
your
pop
least
place. The
and
change
what
is
is your
crazy.
least favorite?
Okay, I know what my least favorite is, and the people at home are going to say, "What am I crazy?" And yes, I am crazy. But my least favorite is Chick-fil-A. Everybody's that's a wonderful restaurant, and it is a wonderful restaurant. But I can't stand it because they've gotten the masses of people so convinced that it is the best place on earth, and there could be a 2 hour wait, and people go there for a chicken. You know, you can go by your local grocery store, buy the best cut chicken tenderloin, put it on the grill. It's going to be better than your. Isn't your time worth more than a 2 hour wait? They're a very efficient restaurant. They're super efficient. Go in there, but I seen the cars there. It's insane.
So what's the problem?
The problem is it's just the masses. They can't. I don't know. I have a problem with myself. I have a problem anywhere where I have to wait more than let's say 15 minutes. Same thing when you go to TJ Maxx or one of those stores. There'll be three registered opening and 70 people in line, and I'm like, these people need us. Let them hire more people.
Okay. What is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite. My favorite's going to shock the same people who were the other ones who were shocked are going to be shocked again. And I say if you could find one thing that you love at a restaurant or like a lot, it could be one item out of 500 items on the menu. Every other item you can hate, disgust, or whatever. I like Denny's. I like one thing at Denny's though. I don't like the Grand Slam. I don't like the Moon over Miami or whatever that's called. I like the Super Bird sandwich. That's my go-to fast. If you want to call it a chain store or whatever, chain restaurant. It's a turkey, Swiss cheese, bacon, on artesian bread. I
I'm
like
not
it.
here to judge,
I don't go there that much, but that's if I was going to go to a chain, they would get my vote for that one item because that's the only item I care about.
but that is so not impressive as a restaurant and as a meal to claim. So your problem with Chick-fil-A is the line. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever been in that line before?
Oh, I've been in that line before.
So
Once a
you have a
year,
problem
twice a
with
year.
yourself,
Oh, I'll say, what am I stupid waiting in this line? I could go to. I give myself the whole car. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm
but you
not
still
saying
wait
I'm an
though.
idiot. I admit it. Takes a big man to admit that they're an idiot.
My least favorite restaurant is Arby's.
Oh,
I have never seen anybody buy anything from Arby's. I've never witnessed it with my own eyes, but there's Arby's everywhere.
they are.
I started thinking this was a front for the cartel or something, right? because I do not understand how they're in business. I never see a line. I never see people going in there, but I'm sure people are clocking in and working the register in the drive-through every day. So
I knew a guy
shit.
that used. I knew a kid in high school that used to work at Arby's, and as much as you wonder why it's open, this is even more disgusting. He said they used to take out a slab of this roast beef from the freezer, and they would just stick it there and let it thaw out all day. I mean, it's just the way he described it was really just horrific. Like I would just based on that alone, I could never go there. But you're right. I never see anybody there either. Who would say two words you never, three things you never hear? Going to Arby's now.
No, I don't remember anybody at Arbys.
No, there's nobody there.
My favorite chain restaurant, that's a good question. I'm trying to think what restaurant I might that much of a fan of. I like when we had Red Robins here. Red Robin. That
Are
was
they
pretty
are they out of
cool.
business now?
There was one at the mall,
I want them all.
Brown Square Mall, but
I guess there's a chicken place.
yeah, Red Robin with the fries, with the burgers, with the very nice. Very nice. So I want the chat to chime in because I really want to see, you know, how
Who's
many
who's
people.
who's with me on Denny's? All the Denny's fans out here, all two of you. But I mean, they have to be doing something right. They've been around since we were kids. They have
I'll
to be
do
doing something
Denny's.
right, Denny's.
No Diddy. I will do Denny's over IHOP.
Okay.
It's it's insane that I have to even say that after certain phrases that I might say, right? We just live in a different society at this point, and I am not willing to be an internet meme for a lifetime. So I must protect myself. In addition to that, will Bitcoin or digital currency ever be the currency of the United States of America?
Um.
We touched on this
Yeah,
before.
we talked on this on an earlier podcast, and it looks like it's going to be
That's the
forced.
question that the chat
Yeah,
is asking us right now.
yeah, it's going to be forced on people. I don't think older people are going to go for it because to make a change on anything, it has to be better. The old paper cups and strings was replaced by whatever, some type of phone. Then that phone was replaced by a digital phone. Now we have computers on the phone. So is having digital currency really going to make things better? It could be three generations from now. Little kids now will probably learn about it in school, and maybe for them. But there's so many in our country. There's I think 10 to 15% of the people own Bitcoin, or maybe they own a little bit of it, a few dollars of it, but they do own Bitcoin, like 10%, 15%. So that's only 36 million. There need a lot more people than that to buy into it. It may be forced down everybody's throat though, and I don't think
Excuse me.
it's going to make it because there's too many. There's not just Bitcoin. Then there's other coins. And there's stable this coin, this meme coin, and there's just people are you got to. If there was just one type of digital coin and nothing else, and they figured out how to divide it up, but as long as people have cash, they're going to use cash. I believe.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know anybody who has a business that wants somebody paying them with Bitcoin. Do you?
No.
Unless they're going
No,
to pay
I
me
don't
five
know.
times as much.
I mean, if they're paying you in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
it's already 5 times. It's already like
Yeah.
100 times as much, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. I believe for the elites, they will probably play around with it and double the amount that it's worth. I think they're going to keep it at a minimum because the rarity of it, the the secrecy, the privacy of it, it's also what enhances its value. If everybody can get access to Bitcoin, the value of the coins are going to go down precipitously.
Oh yeah.
So now, all of those people who had a coin that was worth 80,000 is literally going to be worth about $10. So they're going to lose a lot of value. They will never let that happen. They will
That's
never
a
let
good
that
angle. I
happen.
never thought about that angle. That's a very good angle on it.
They will never let that happen. Now, if anybody have some Bitcoins that they want to get rid of and they want me to hold on to it for them in my name signed over fully and I have control of it, I don't mind. I will hold it in my presence and think of you.
There, there's that one guy that he had on one of those UBS his Bitcoin wallet or something like that. I think worth
Mhm.
like I don't want maybe 800,000 or maybe 8 million. It was a ton of money, and he literally went in this trash where the trash goes the landfill looking for it.
Mhm.
It was he was so certain that it's there. He offered to buy it from them to say I'm going to buy it from you the whole landfill he wanted to buy because he knew that if he could find that UBS with it, which is another
Mhm.
ridiculous thing. You imagine you lose your wall all your money. Imagine if all your money into your life, all your assets are in your wallet, and you drop your wallet from then that's it. You're finished. That's basically what happened with this guy. Although he's probably wealthy anyway. That's
But
insane
why would you leave that in your wallet?
because he had it in his wallet. Oh, this guy had. Well, the Bitcoin people have to have it in a wallet. Remember, he had it in his wallet when it was worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? It would be like owning a baseball card of the worst player in the league and just throwing it in your closet, and then they tell you like 7 years later, oh, by the way, that
Yeah,
baseball player you
but
have
the
now is
whole
worth.
point, my apologies, the whole point of getting the Bitcoin the way it was sold was that it's this next big thing. It's this
Yeah.
amazing thing. This all of these things. So when you if you get it, you shouldn't be surprised when
Well,
it does something
at,
amazing
at one,
because
but there's a point where a lot of people they buy stuff not because they think it's worth any value. They want to ensure that you don't make money. So they're saying, well, I don't want Tai Chi to become the next big thing, next big millionaire in the city. So I'm going to buy the same thing he has because I could throw away the money and I don't care if it goes up or down. I just want
Mhm.
to. People bought Bitcoin like to keep up with the Joneses, and it turned out that the Joneses have a ton of money now. I knew some kid at a restaurant. His parents used to give him a hard time because he was always talking about this crypto money. That kid's got to be worth $100 million. He had everything.
Bitcoin is American. And people can say what they want is like it's this Japanese guy or whatever, because it's Bitcoin. I believe some American is behind it, and I believe governments are behind it in some way. And I was watching a guy like years ago before Bitcoin became what it was, the sensation that it became. He was like, if anybody can order me a pizza, I would give you 20 or 30, 40 Bitcoins or something. We were like, and then he gave it to the person. Somebody ordered him two pizzas. And he was being interviewed, I think, I don't want to say Diane Sawyer years ago, but I think it was Barbara Waters. And he gave it to that person after they delivered the pizza for him when the Bitcoin wasn't worth what it was now. And he was saying that guy, he is probably living high off the hog at this point.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, yeah, living high off the
We
hog
used to
at this
have
point.
a lady that my friend owned a restaurant a long time ago, and he would ask me to do deliveries for him every so often. And one of the people on the restaurant route, we would have a delivery, be like a $7 sandwich or whatever. The lady would pay with real silver dollars. That was the big thing. Whenever you had that lady, it'd be like real silver dollars worth $9 or $10.
Oh,
Man, that lady was just. She used to say, "I'm sorry, paying with change." That was she said, "Oh no, go ahead, buy some more stuff tomorrow."
for real. Because you probably can take her silver dollar, keep it, and then give the company cash.
Oh,
So
that's what I
now you're
did do.
making
I
profit.
had a ton. I still have. I have about 100 of these silver dollars that the lady paid with over the years. And I know my brother used to work in a bank, and he got paid one time with 50 $2 bills from the 1930s or 40s. That were, I think they're called silver certificates, and they were, I don't know what they're worth today, but they were in mint conditions. He put his own $100 in. Keep that. I mean, if I worked at a bank, I'd be doing that. I'd be looking for currencies that are worth a lot more and keep my own money to replace it with. I imagine they do that.
Mhm.
They're not going to tell
No,
anybody to
they
do
can't
that.
do that. If they do that, the
All right.
way the camera is, my
Well, how
apologies,
about
the
this
way the
goes? I go on
camera
break.
is,
Hey, Tai
the
Chi.
camera's gonna,
I'm
yes.
I'm in I'm in I'm the third person in the bank over there. Come to my teller, give me $100 bills and tell me you want five to break it up. So you give me the 100, I give you all this. You know what I'm saying? There's two ways to skin
I
a cat.
understand. I agree. I agree. That's not, that's an amazing suggestion. What else do you have on your mind tonight, sir?
Well, I mean the with the gasoline and electric, we really haven't talked about that about electric cars and gas cars. I'm what I don't even want to talk about the cars. I'm thinking about bicycles. I've seen some of these electrical bicycles. They're pretty amazing. They're
I
going,
have seen that myself. They're going pretty quick. They're going pretty fast out there.
yeah. I think people are really buying into those bicycles and stuff. I mean, it's not good for health if you want to ride a bike and get some exercise. But as far as getting from point A to point B, I mean, it's pretty amazing what these electrical bicycles
Definitely,
could do. What do they even cost?
definitely.
Thousand
I have
bucks? I don't even know what they cost.
between $450 to like 1,200.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but I'm not getting a bicycle for me to stand up on for that long.
Yeah.
That's just
I
different.
mean, the cars is one thing because there's not enough chargers. It's not easy for a lot of people to charge the car. It takes a long time,
True.
so it becomes a big problem. I can see the argument of not wanting to get an electrical vehicle because it's just a real pain for a lot of
But
people to
most
charge them.
people are putting that at home now.
No, but it's at home is great. But if somebody lives in an apartment complex, they may only have two or three chargers. And there might be if half in the eyes of the people with the electric vehicles, they see a day when everybody's going to have one. And I don't think it's going to work
Right.
unless they have some sort of way of automatic solar power where the at night or day is charging it. I don't
I
know
agree.
how it's going to work. The concept behind it is okay, but the plan is not too good. But electrical bicycles are a different category because I see electrical bicycles are great because they can go fast. They look pretty sturdy. People can take them to grocery stores.
They're
You can
very
leave them
quick.
out.
They're very quick. I saw them. Very quick.
Yeah.
Some of these guys drive them very reckless, though. They ride them
Oh
very
yeah.
reckless. So just got to be
Yeah.
careful.
Somebody I
But
know
that,
a rideshare driver that hit somebody, just like you're saying, they were going from a. No, they didn't get a ticket or anything. The person got hit. Like paramedics can. I don't know what happened to them, but they were going fast. The problem with these scooters and these bikes like that are they because they go so fast, they're very dangerous. And younger people think that they're indestructible, and bad things happen.
before we get out of here, I want to speak behalf of a couple of teams. The Florida Panthers winning the Stanley. OKC won the finals, but I believe Indiana would have won if Halliburton didn't get hurt because he was literally cooking in the first quarter. He had 9 points in 7 minutes, number three pointers. He was getting ready to have a big
Well, the
game.
thing is, though, is the guy that replaced Halliburton, didn't he have like 16, 18 points?
He had a good
McDonald.
game,
I
about
don't
20,
understand. I don't
20
understand
and
why
change.
they don't keep both of those guys on the court for long periods of time. It seems like in the second half of these games, from what I've seen, and I'm not a Pacers fan, that McDonald coming off the bench is great, but he should be on the court He's an aggressive player, and they didn't utilize him enough in the series. On,
That's the
on
coaching.
That's going to be the next new coach,
That's
Carlisle.
the coaching. Sometimes coaches believe they are better than what they really are.
That coaches
And
always feel they have to make a decision because they're getting paid a lot of money. And the classic example was when Seattle played the Patriots, and Pete Carroll, instead of just giving the ball to beast mode and winning the Super Bowl, had thought that he had to do something different, and he's going to live in infamy on that
live in infamy forever.
platform.
My brother, I believe we had a great show. Please, family, give us some feedback on the show. Make your points. Please add some money to the super chat for us so we can keep providing amazing content for you guys. Love, love, love doing this show. Peach, anything else you want to say?
No, good show, real good. I mean, just I'm really curious about people's chain food because these chain restaurants, they've been around for decades and decades and decades. Everybody laughs about them, but somebody's going to them. I mean, I know Domino's Pizza, Little Caesars every year where they do best pizza places in the country. They always rank like one and two, and I'm like, Domino's Pizza for me would be a laxative. I mean, it's just the word, but people they always rank one and two for the number one pizza places. And I want to know somebody who likes these chain stores. Tell us why you like them, why you hate them, why you go to them, and I'm curious to see. Maybe there's another reason. I can't figure it out though.
And if you've ever been at Arbys or seen someone at Arbys or drove through the drive-through at Arbys or eaten from Arbys, by Arbys, you saw somebody who was walking past Arbys
It's more likely that guy who hijacked the plane, the bank, and DP Cooper, whatever his name is,
or
and
D.B.
he,
Cooper.
yeah, it's more likely to find him than it is to find somebody going to Arby's, right?
I can't find it at all.
I know.
So please comment, let us know because I really want to know. And I believe one of these days I am going to call their corporate office for me to try to figure out if they're really a legit company or not. My brother Pete, it's been a great show, my brother. Catch you on the flip side.
Take care, buddy.
Take care.